Welcome back to more dungeon DNGN. We're in the middle of a mission, climbing up the tower to get to the cultists at the top, I believe. But for now we have some cultists right here to deal with. Last time we did the first two rooms and uncovered the third one. Notably the second room is a Y-shaped room, so to say, so the dungeon deck was split into two piles, so we're hoping we're on the right track here towards our objective, but who knows. And I've set up the room with the necessary tokens here for the creatures, and so these are two cultists, the two circles. I should maybe put this back into frame. And one archer and one guard, the archer being the square. So I've had a short think here about this room and how to approach this. So with the double cultists, and we know the cultist can heal everyone in range and boost them and so on. And last time we did well taking out the cultist first. Now the enemies are not super bunched up, but obviously paired up, so to say. And luckily the cultists are next to each other, so maybe using a nice fireball or something like that we'll be able to take them out or do damage to them simultaneously. Now I was thinking to stay behind, stay where we are now to charge up because we don't have our focus cube ready. However, that would probably mean that the enemies here, the guard and archer, which especially the guard wants to get to melee range, so that would probably start blocking the entrance here, and then we'd have to deal with them first with the cultists staying back and just healing them. Also the cultists have quite a large range 3 and 4 for their attacks. So I don't think that's great for us, which is why I'm almost thinking we should dash in there, at least up to here. Put us right next to the archer, but that's fine. Although the guard might get us then. We'll see. We'll have to see. Although actually I think if we stand right here, the guard won't be able to get us because it acts before the archer does, so before the archer can get out of the way, and then there's nowhere for the guard to go because the monsters can move through spaces, or enemies in general can move through spaces occupied by other enemies, but they can't end their turn there. So suppose we stand here and the guard only has 2 movement at most, it can't get next to us with those 2 movement because it can't occupy our space either, so it needs at least 3. So maybe that's a good idea. So I put 3 into movement. Does mean we're gonna get hit by the archers and so on, but we might just put up some defend here. Then we definitely wanna just get our grimoire going here with the focus and channel ideally 4 mana, and then we're out of cubes already because we have 1 exhausted from earlier. That's not great. So then the cultists will each do 1 action and probably move away. I'm not sure if we should instead try to attack them already. We could throw a regular fireball, but it's just 2 damage. I think we'll have to do it like this. It's a bit unlucky or not well done that we have that 1 exhausted cube right now and the focus not ready, but I think this turn we'll have to do. Yeah, let's do it like this. Draw the behaviors. Yeah, so the cultists will indeed boost, and the archer, oh, and I'll have to reshuffle the behavior deck. The archer will just do a regular attack and move out of the way, move to the range there. And the guard, yeah, will try to get to range 1, but can't, as I said earlier. Because as far as I can tell, we will be moving 3 to here and will be staying there. Yeah, and then the cultists will act first, and then the warrior or guard, sorry, and then the archer. Yeah. Okay, so also we heal for 1, which does nothing. We ready our focus, and we have 1 defend up, 2 defend up actually, and then we also charge back the mana like this, and this at the beginning of the turn would have been put into that pool. So now we have all of our cubes ready to defend up. Let's do the cultists first. So they will try to get at range 3 of their allies here, but they don't move actually with the circle behavior. I didn't even realize till now. Oh, that's actually very nice for us because of this little, I don't know what it is, pillar or something blocking the view. Line of sight is not established between them and their allies, so they can't even boost those. They'll boost each other and probably themselves actually. I didn't do that earlier, I think. Forgot. Yeah. Gain a boost token. If ranged, all monsters in range and line of sight will boost. So I think that means both cultists are boosted by 2, which could be nasty for us if they both attack. Then the guard acts, tries to get to range 1 and can't, so I think it'll just stay there. And then the archer acts and tries to get to range 4. So but will try to stay in line of sight. So 1, and it's got 3 movement, 2. I think this still has line of sight, just about. So it'll probably move to there, but not any further, and shoot us from around the corner. Yeah, I think so. And that'll be 2 damage, which we had 2 defend, and that's not the piercing, the defend removing ability, so I think that just gets blocked completely. That went well. Didn't expect that that we'd come out of that turn without taking any damage. Timer ticks down, and now that getting back that exhausted cube actually doesn't matter because it's gone for good. And I'm getting a bit nervous about this mission because we might be 4 rooms away from finding the objective depending on how things go here. Okay, so now we're definitely doing a big fireball, throwing that at the cultists. Now the cultists have 6 HP and never have any defend. So actually, if we put some more cubes into our melee attack here, we'll go full focus towards them. So with the fireball, we'll be doing 4 damage to both of them, or each of them, I should say. And then we have another 4 down here that we can split up. And yeah, that'll mean we can kill both of them, definitely. Just need enough movement for that. Do we wanna, I mean, we do want to channel back stuff. We're not hurt yet, so healing doesn't really make much sense there. Probably want to end the turn a bit away from the guard, so it will just be moving towards us again, but can't hit us. And probably want to channel this back, and now I have 1 more mana to spend. I'm just channeling back 3, so maybe I hold off on this mana. Or actually I could again block for another using the Grimoire. I really like that the Grimoire has this defend for just 1 mana. That's quite nice. I didn't think it would be that helpful when I bought it. I mainly bought it for the focus. Yeah, the healing is kind of could take it or leave it because we have so much other ways to heal, but the defense is really handy right now. Yeah, guess that's our turn. Let's draw the behaviors. So a square, which is an aggressive or attacking behavior. And the archer has hexes, which is just a normal 2 damage attack. And the guard has triangles, which means it'll move by 2 and try to get at 1 range. So I think we can stay out of range there. Alright, let's start with our fireball here. Throwing that at the cultist number 4, which is in line of sight. Or number 7, doesn't really matter. We'll hit both of them. We'll do 4 damage to both of them because of the focus cube. So going down to 2. And then we move in. I was just about to say, did I not put enough into movement? But I did put 2 there. And let's just... Actually, I'll move for 1 at first. Hit this one twice. Killing it. And then I'll move into that space and hit the other one for 2, killing it. That way we end up a little closer towards the archer here and the exit especially, instead of down there. And the guards still won't be able to get to us. 2 cultists, that's 8 gold. So just do that like that. So we're at 44, nice. And now we'll put up our 2 armor here and channel back 3 of our mana. Very nice. That worked out better than I thought it would. So the cultists are dead. We dodged the boost. You know, if they had hit us now, each for 2 damage, boosted by 2 each, I believe, because they probably boosted themselves and each other. So that would have been 8 damage, 2 4 damage attacks, blocked by 2, but still that would have been quite nasty. So good thing we got rid of those. The archer, no, actually the guard acts next and will move 2 towards us. This way around is shorter, so it'll come to there, but won't quite reach us. And archer will try to get at range 4 again, but stay in line of sight. So actually, what kind of movement does it have? 3. Yeah, so if it walks around if they walk around the obstacle, whatever it is here, the line of sight will be broken. So I think they kind of have to go down here with their 3 movement to be at range 4. Which is a bit annoying because, you know, we've been doing well with our AoE fireball and now we've split the enemies up further. They started next to each other. So we'll probably have to deal with them one by one. But I think we'll charge at the archer and have the guard slowly come towards us. Maybe we can spend 1 turn on... actually, the timer starts at 8, so we should be at 7 now. Maybe we can spend 1 turn healing or refocusing while the guard is trying to get to us. Yeah, I think this looks fine for now. Let's put some cubes into movement then. And for damage here, again, would be annoying if the archer defends. Also, we took no damage from that earlier again because we had 2 defense still up. I don't know if I mentioned that. Do we want to swap in the axe? at the end of our turn, or when doing the charge, just so we have the frenzy ready like we did before. I think so. Let's do that just to be sure, because that means we can kind of ignore that extra defend there, or any defend, and focus our cubes into movement. And we'll keep that mana up so we can start with 4 mana next time and gain a focus. Hopefully while the guard is still trying to get to us. Yeah, seems good. Seems alright. Let's draw here. Archer and guard. So the archer has no defend and pierces armor and won't move. Will just stay there. And the guard will move up by 1 again. No, move up by 2. So if we now spend our 3 movement here to book it towards the archer, just hit them for 4, like this. Take them out. Gaining another 2 gold. And the frenzy was not needed, but oh well. We also can't get to the guard now, so that's just going to waste kind of. And we rechannel our mana and use the swap to get the fireball back in, I think. And that's our turn. So the archer is out of the equation and the guard will move 2. Actually, doesn't matter which way around it moves, so we get to decide 1, 2. And that's that turn. Tick down the timer. Also got to reshuffle the behavior deck. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. So the fights are going well, just the sheer size of the dungeon is scary to me, because we've already lost 1 stamina cube. Well, let's do some things here. So do we focus up or do we just... So the guard has 2 defend at most, which would mean we'd have to hit it for 7. Or actually, something I ignored earlier, could pierce armor using our X, but that would come at a great cost of exhausting 2, and I don't think I want to do that. Also, I swapped out the X already. So can we do 7? Not without a focus cube, I think. No, because this is 4 and this is another 2. So we won't be able to do it in one go. So do we then instead use this turn just to focus up and do everything, all of the damage next turn? Or do we do it piece by piece? I think probably a bit now and a bit later. Also haven't taken any damage yet, thanks to our defend. And the guard can't actually pierce armor, so we could just as well... Actually, we might be able to do both, I just realized. Start focusing up, but also move in, because that Grimoire is so good. Just gives us the focus and the defend. And I'll put all of that into movement. And now I have some cubes left over. Actually, do we need all of that movement? Move in, step back out by 1. I think we want to stay kind of close, but manage our mana a bit better here. Just so we have 3 mana next turn, just in case. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's draw behavior here. So, guard will do its strong attack. I was hoping this was going to be one of the other ones, because then our defense would have been enough. but looks like we're taking damage. Let's move in by 2, like this. And yeah, hit the guard for 4, which will only be 3 due to its armor. Putting it at 2. And yeah, we've got 2 defend up. And then we channel back 3 of our mana. Actually, should do this first. We heal by 1, which doesn't do anything. We focus up, and now we channel back 3. Looking like this at the end of the turn, with 2 defend. And now the guard will just stay there, hit us. We take 2 damage, because 2 get blocked, and that's that. Timer ticks down, and we get to assign here. So we have to do 4 damage to the guard, which we can just do using a melee for sure. And I'd like to refocus by 2, or maybe even 3 if we have the mana for it, because then we can also spend 1 to heal. And I'd like to get in that movement. Do we just do it like that? Because then we can hit the guard for 4, which will kill them for sure. And then heal for 2, focus up. All 3 of our mana, we'll have all our cubes ready. And we have 3 movements to get to the exit. No, the exit is 4 away. So actually I think I'll exhaust 1 mana cube, because we have the focus at the start of the next room, so that's almost like 4 mana, because we can use the focus for mana things as well, for anything. And yeah, exhausting mana isn't that bad, as we learned. At least I feel like it, because you can channel it back the next turn immediately. Just don't get to channel it back this turn, obviously. Yeah, I think that's fine. Just so we can get to the door and don't spend 1 whole turn just doing 1 single step to then uncover the next room. Because as I said, I think we're a bit strapped for time here. Let's look at the behavior. Okay, guard will try to do a bleed attack, only has 1 defense. Can deal with that easily. So do 4 damage, killing that. And gaining 3 gold. 1, 2, 3. Knock the timer there. And then we just book it by 3, 4 towards the exit. We heal for 2, putting us at 12 again, and channel back 3. And I think we're looking pretty, and I won't loot this time. We got the treasure last time. This is the discard pile up here. But just because if it's an enemy that's gonna take 1 or 2 more turns again, and because we are a bit tight for time, as I said, or we don't know if we are, if the objective is underneath one of those, which I think if it is, it has to be the bottom one. I'm not sure how I counted that. How I counted those out. But yeah, let's just uncover the next room here. Yeah, so not the objective, as we thought, but a bit of a bad shape for the room here, because I don't know how to add this onto here. Let's do it like this. Actually, this room seems familiar. I think that's the one that we died on that one mission, where this was 3 goblins and an archer, I believe. Alright, so this is gonna be 3 cultists. And that's also prime fireball target, I think. Yeah. Okay, tick down the timer and assign our cubes here. Alright, so let me reread what kind of range the cultists have. 4 squares, line of sight. So if we step into the room, this one has line of sight. But they also can have 2 movement actually, so they could come closer anyways. And yeah, so I think we might get hit in case the cultists draw an attack behavior. So this is gone. Yeah, well, so let's see here. Probably want to do a big fireball, because that could really do some work. And then maybe some normal attacking, if we have the necessary movement to get to them, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that would require us to exhaust cubes again, which I don't love. But taking one out immediately would probably be sweet, because I don't want... If it's healing, you know, that's super annoying, because that will counteract a lot of our fireball there. You know, if they all survive the fireball and then they draw the healing behavior, each of them is going to heal the others for 2 and itself, so they'll all heal all the damage and we've wasted our focus. So instead, we should definitely aim to take them out. Well, or do we... It seems wasteful not to do the fireball, because I'm thinking about just putting the focus cube here and having a 6 damage attack and sort of running up to them and just, yeah, killing one immediately, and then the other 2 will be left at full HP. What do you think here? What do we think? No, I think it's worth it to really try to make sure that we get some kills here and some damage done. I hope this is not a mistake. I'm gonna exhaust 2 cubes. That's gonna hurt next turn. Or actually, if I do it like this, I'm also not recharging any mana. That's not great. We'll have a super, super weak turn then. But we also have the mana potion, but that also exhausts. Oh man. Or do we use the torch maybe? Because that is too easy damage. So instead of this attack, and then that's a frenzy. So if we run up to here, but the torch does a frenzy and then pushes and then does another one. So we won't get both of those. I think I'll keep it like this, just to be able to run up and kill, I think, 2 of them immediately. And then we'll have a weak turn. Yeah, that's true. But there'll also only be 2 enemies left. So I hope this is not too risky. Also, I just realized I haven't even set up the room yet, so I'll have to do that. There we are, and while setting up I realized this is not an archer. I was thinking this was an archer from the last, or from that goblin and archer mission, but this is a guard. I keep getting that confused when the shape of the enemies changes from mission to mission. Yeah, so that's why I had to make some space here. So the guard will need a behavior as well. But that does mean I thought we were going to get shot at, but again, the guard won't be able to get to us then, I think, if we stop there. Actually, it might, if we actually kill these 2 and then it has 2 movement. We'll have to see. As I said, this might be a bit riskier, but I think before they start buffing each other up or healing damage afterwards, we should just try to take out as many as possible before they act. Yeah. So let's draw behaviors. So square for the cultist, which is just an attack. Okay, I think that's fine. Means we will get hit, but at least no healing. And the guard has 2 movements, so we will get hit by the guard as well. Don't know if I like that, because we're gonna be down, I think, 4 HP and have a weak turn, because we won't have any mana ready and so on. So it might then be a case of running and defending afterwards. Yeah, actually, and we're exhausting 2 stamina cubes. Now I'm not sure what I was thinking. Well, we'll just have to do it. So 1 movement exhausts that cube. Oh, actually this gets moved back to here. Yeah. And we move up to here. Another movement. We move up to here. We throw the fireball at number 7, doing 4 damage to each of them. They're stacked up here, so they're all at 2. We then move for... Oh, I did have 5 movement ready. I wouldn't have had to exhaust one of those. Well, I did it, so that's that. So we're gonna move that one and that one. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we only needed 4. I miscounted again. That's annoying. So we could have channeled 1 more mana and 1 less cube exhausted there. Okay. Well, so be it. So now we'll attack number 4 for 2 and number 7 for 2. Which will kill them both. And will gain us another 8 gold. And if we survive this, that'll be some nice shopping we can do afterwards. And now we do have that 1 extra movement. So actually, maybe this is kind of good. We can use it to take a step back or a little side step so the guard won't be able to get to us. At least that's something, and we have 1 defend up. But only 6 cubes next time. I don't know if that was so smart. Okay, so the cultist will try to be at range 4, and it's got 2 movements, so it'll just move away here, I think. That is range 4 and has line of sight, and it'll hit us for 2. We take 1 less because of our defend, and now the guard has 2 movement and will just step here like that. And now we give the cultist actually a chance to heal if we're unlucky, because we won't be able to kill it now. I don't think so. Or we'd have to be quite reckless. Again, just running in and hitting it, which I might do. Our HP is not looking so bad. We might have to take a turn to heal after this. Also, timer ticks down. Shouldn't forget. So if we move 3 and attack for 2, just normal attacks here. That's getting rid of the cultist. We're standing right next to the guard then, which also hasn't taken any damage yet. And I'm not channeling as much mana as I'd like. I am gonna channel 1. Let's do it. I think we have to be aggressive here, because if the cultist now heals back or boosts the guard and so on, it's going to be super annoying. And after we deal with both of them, we will have to take 1 turn walking towards the exit anyways, or possibly even 2, so we can use those to rechannel most of our mana, refocus, maybe heal up, that kind of thing. Yeah, let's do it like this. So I draw the behaviors. That's the cultist. And that's the guard. Yeah, so the cultist is actually trying to heal, which would have been annoying, but it won't get the chance, and the guard will bleed us. You know, I think that's fine in the whole scheme of things. I was afraid of another 4 damage hit, because we have no defend up. So let's move by 3. Also, these get moved back. 1, 2, 3. Channel 1 mana to get started and do 2 damage to the cultist. Getting rid of it. I'm liking that these cultists have no defense, because then we can always be exactly sure of how much damage we need. This gains us another 4 gold. And putting us, I think, at 60, 61, yeah. And that means the cultist won't get to act, and the guard will just stand there and hit us for 2 and give us 1 bleed as well, which I'll have to put here. And the timer ticks down. Yeah, I really hope that's the objective, because if not, I think we might be screwed towards the end. Or might have to start just running and not killing things. But for now, I think clearing rooms is the best thing to do, both money-wise, but also just to not get chased down. Yeah, that's that. So we are bleeding, and the guard is still at full. Right, let's see here. I think we've learned in the past that because the guard only has 2 movement at most, we can usually move by 3. Well, we shouldn't move past them there, maybe away from them like that. And just not get hit. And I'll do that for 1 turn now. And we'll start healing and getting back our mana. And honestly, we can just try to get a hit in before we move away. And then sort of let them follow us and hit them then. Or do we want to now do a strong attack and then run away for a turn? Because now we're close. Maybe do that. Sorry, I'm reconsidering here, but I think like this is a bit tricky. So no healing yet. So that does mean we will bleed for 1 more. I don't like it. I think I'll have to do it like this. Also, we're not getting all of our mana back. No, I think this is smarter because now we are up and close to them. So before we run away, let's do a melee attack. Draw the behavior. That won't even attack us, which is nice, but has 2 defend, which is annoying. So our attack here will only do 2 damage. And we'll channel back 3. And we'll take our leave, which now I'm thinking if we even want to, because it won't attack us. So maybe if we just stay here and do a strong attack next turn, we can kill it, but also because it won't follow us, right? And our plan was sort of hinging on it following us. This is a bit tricky, but also I want to get towards the exit. I think we'll move at 3, but sideways like this, taking the shortcut there, and we'll now just take 1 turn of pause to probably focus, heal, whatever. Yeah, and we also should have taken 1 damage from the bleed. Tick down the timer, and now we reassign our cubes. So I want to can use that focus to we can use the Grimoire to refocus and the heal to get rid of the bleed. We're gonna not be moving a lot, but gonna be putting up defense here. Also the guard boosted. Shouldn't ignore that. Last turn. But that does mean we're getting hit for 5 potentially. Reduced by 2, so 3. Put us at 5. Or do we say screw the focus cube for now and we want to heal a bit more? Let's get the focus cube ready, why not? If necessary, if we deem it necessary, we can always put the focus cube into the healing here and heal for 4, which is also an option, just haven't done that yet. And let's now I kind of want to move back in and attack the guard, but I don't think that's the smartest, because like this we have a chance of not getting hit if it draws that square behavior where it only moves one. Or actually we could just move even one more and not get hit at all, but then we don't really need the defend, huh? So what if we do it like this? We could step in by 2. Now I think I'll put this into movement, just so I have the option, but I'll probably not move. Let's draw the behavior here. So it's a circle behavior, which means it will move by 2. There's a range of 1. At least that's not the super strong attack. So we'll only be taking 1 damage thanks to our defense. And then we'll be right next to it and be able to hit it next turn. Hit it for 4. Yeah, I think I have a plan here. So let's first do this. We take 1 damage from the bleed actually. Use the healing to clear the bleed. We have 1 defense up. We channel our focus cube. We will have the defense. We won't move. And let's move. It's stupid. We can always make 1 step back. And then we channel our 4 mana here. And I'll be using the switch to switch in the X again. So we have a possibility of doing 5 damage next turn. And just in case it has 2 defense next turn, then we'll be able to take them out. And let's let those 2 moves probably go to waste. And we have all of our cubes here, or we just sidestep once and back. And now the guard will just try to move towards us, but not be able to do much. And that's that. Only took 1 damage from the bleed. Yeah, I think that's fine. Timer ticks down. Oh, we lose 1 more stamina. I didn't even realize. Let's make some moves. So we want to move in and hit, hit, hit. And just to be sure, frenzy. Probably want to channel back 2 and switch the equipment back and also heal for 2. Could heal for 4, which would be nice. Yes, I'll just do it like that. And do we just then, so if we move in and back out, no, we want that extra movement just to be able to actually get back to the door. Right, I'm not miscounting again. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, perfect. So we'll do that. And that's going to be our turn, I think. Let's get rid of this. Boost stays there. To reshuffle the behavior deck. I know the video is getting kind of long again. It's like doing 1 room is just under where I'd like the length to be, but doing 2 rooms is usually a bit over. So I usually do 2, just because I don't want to end it just after 1 room. So no strong attacks there, but 2 defense. So good thing we have the frenzy ready. Move in by 1, do 4 damage, which will be only 2 because of 2 defend. Do the frenzy, which will do the last remaining point of damage. Getting rid of all of this and gaining us 3 more gold. Oops, I'll have to exchange those between, there's 1 more. I have to exchange those between videos. And that gets rid of the guard. And now we have 2 movement, exactly. I almost thought I miscounted there. So this shouldn't be there. And we move back towards the door. We heal for 2. Maybe we should have used the focus there, then we would start with more mana next time. We channel back 2. But at least we have enough to do 1 big fireball as an opener, sort of. Which we will also switch back in the fireball before we reveal the new room. And that's going to be where we're going to end it. Let's look under the next room just to see. And then I'll end the video. Not the objective. So actually, we might wanna just turn around and not do that room. Does that mean they're gonna follow us? I think we're much faster if we just put our cubes into movement. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna do that because those are 2 guards which are slow. 1 archer. Okay, the archers are faster, but if that archer ever catches up to us, but then I'll have to remember to always move those every single time, which will be annoying. But yeah, that's gonna be a problem for future me. Okay, let's end the video here. Hope you had fun. I certainly did. Bit annoying that that's not the objective, because I feel like on the way there, also the turn ticks down again, on the way there, we're probably gonna take at least 7 turns, so probably gonna arrive with even less stamina and have possibly 2 more rooms to do. So this is getting a bit scary after all. Yeah. Well, see you then. Till then, have a nice day. Bye bye.